Alright, so we're here at Spa multi-class race. We're starting in 21st. I'm sure from the intro you saw that the start is about to, well, yep, go wrong for a lot of people. So we're just trying to take our time, get through it, hopefully not hit anybody. And just from that, we're already up to P17. So just gonna take it easy. One thing that I gotta get used to with being in these silver rank races now is the no tire warmers. So I'm trying to take it easy, not really fight too hard first lap, but definitely want to gain as many positions as I can. One thing that kind of threw me off here was the McLaren braking up a Rouge. So that's why I'm a little down on power right now, but I'm trying to sit in the slipstream, see if I can get any closer. This is also the first time I've raced in a little bit, no practice, so again, like I said, trying to take it easy as I almost go on the back end. Braked a little too late there. But I noticed a gap is starting to form, so I'm thinking about taking it. And yep, he went wide, so just gonna take that. The BMW is, yeah, he's defending, so I'm gonna go back on the racing line. Maybe set up a switchback. I see the Lambo starting to lose it, so I try to cut back in. He does hit me a little bit, but doesn't look like I actually have any damage. Got another LMP2 off there. So tires are coming up nice. Trying to be cautious here because I've definitely spun here a good amount of times. And so now, yep, we're in P13 from P21. So, you know, just taking our time and staying out of trouble, we gain 8 positions. So we're doing pretty good. Got another car off over there. Now this turn here, I usually always end up understeering wide, so that's why you heard me back off the power just a little bit. I think I might be turning in just a little too late there. And please forgive me, I don't know all the names on this track, but this corner here, I know I tend to turn in a little late too, so I gotta watch out for track limits. And then entry into the bus stop, I know I stop a little too early, but again, it'll come with time. The more I practice, the more, you know, I'll definitely get better at racing this track.
Lap 2:47.66.
Cool, so it looks like I have a really good run on the BMW here. He might defend on the inside, so I'll go to the outside. With the momentum I have, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to blow right past him. I don't know what happened to this slower car up here, but I was hoping I could have got him too, but let me just take one car at a time. Maybe set something up. Sit behind a couple corners, see where I'm faster, see where, you know, they're faster. Put some pressure on them. See if they can make a mistake. Seemed like they hit the inside of that curve a little too hard. Fortunate for him, he didn't spin out, but you know, I'll just take a mental note of that. If I can get a little closer next lap, maybe he'll do the same mistake and I can capitalize on it. This is another area where I usually spin, so I'm trying to be a little cautious here. These two turns here, I usually struggle with just a little bit. Slight lift to make sure I don't go too wide, which is then inviting the Beamer behind me to get a little closer. But I think I'm just about in the slipstream range. I'm not gonna try to fight this. I don't think he'll be able to do anything, even though I almost went in the grass and completely lost it. But they weren't able to get around me, so we hold the position. And let's see if we can put some pressure on Longo.
Lap 2:25.07.
Pretty sure I just butchered that. Alright, let's get a good exit again. Back marker's getting out of the way. But it does look like we got a good momentum on him. He's gonna go defensive. Let's keep him over to the right as long as we can. Hop back to the left. Can we make it around the outside? Couldn't do it. So I'll sit back behind him. You know, he knows I'm here. Definitely knows I'm here. I'll shoulder nose again, see what he does. He does end up moving over. Again, hoping for a switchback. But fortunately, I just wasn't close enough there. So even though there's a back marker directly behind me, although he's letting the person by now, I know I need to get in front of this person as soon as possible, or else I'm going to start getting pressure from behind. So I'm trying to stay as close as I possibly can, keep the pressure on, and then, you know, just hope for a mistake. But also try not to focus too much on them to where I start making mistakes. See, I went a little wide there. Luckily, there's no pressure from behind right now. I think he was just trying to break the toe a little bit. See if we can get a good run here. We're a little too far back. Maybe try to set something up, get him in turn one. And yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think I got a little too antsy. Went on the gas a little too early. Just overcooked the outside tires. So yeah, that's unfortunate. And now we are what, about 8 seconds behind. So just gonna fast forward a little bit. Finally caught up to Reddy. Sitting at about 2 seconds behind now, so let's just try to catch up to him. And yeah. So one thing in this game, I have not been able to catch snatches. I don't know if it's my wheel settings, but every time the car snaps, it's gone. I'm losing it. So it's unfortunate, but hey, at least the race isn't over. We still got 20 minutes. So let's see what happens. All right, fast forward a little bit. The LMPs are finally catching up, and mind you, this is my second multi-class race, so knowing where they're going to overtake, how they're going to overtake, where I should be is still a little news to me. I know that I should stay on the racing line and be predictable as best I can, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to just, you know, dive bomb and completely ruin my race. So looking back and forward at the same time, making sure we're putting the car in the right spot, making sure we're predictable. Stayed over to the right there so it wouldn't cut right back in front of him. So at this point, I am 20 seconds behind the next car. So I have a good amount of space and there's 30 seconds behind me. So right now I'm just trying to make sure that I don't get taken out by LMP2, that I'm just putting in clean laps, and I'm just going to push. My tires are nice and warm by this point. You know, we're 6 laps in. I'm starting to get my rhythm back again, even though, you know, I didn't practice. This is my favorite track, so it doesn't take me too long, even though, you know, I kind of just went off there. That happens from time to time for me. One thing I am trying to work on is my consistency, but again, I don't practice as much as I should, so it's definitely going to happen, and I'm going to have some mistakes like that. Have some more LMP2s coming through. I tried to turn the wheel as hard as possible. I'm not sure why he thought going around the outside was going to be the better idea, but hey, we didn't touch each other, so that's a good thing. One thing I did think was funny though, that he completely lost it right there. Now, I've only driven LMP2 once, so maybe in the future we'll dabble in that. I'm not sure if I have the LMP3s, but if I do, I'll try them out. Maybe try LMP2s out, and maybe try the hybrids up. But messing up Eau Rouge again. Just going to stay to the left. I see another hybrids coming. That's actually the leader. So for this last lap, just going to bring it home. I see that I am getting a little bit closer to the pack in front. I actually think that was a really clean blast on the LMP2's part. So we caught up pretty good. I'm pretty sure they had some issues, but ended up being 6 seconds behind. Overshot that a little bit. So we gained quite a few spots. We spun twice, you know, avoided all the carnage in the beginning. Not a horrible race. So that's definitely something I'd be proud of. So we started P21, ended P10 with the fastest lap of 2:23.7. Looking there, looks like we gained a little bit of driver rank, and I believe we gained a little bit of safety rank as well. Like I said, not the best race. It wasn't really that eventful, except for at least the first lap. But races like these are helpful. I get to, you know, get some clean laps in, try to work on my consistency. I was listening to the times, and I was consistently hitting, you know, 124s, high 123s. So that's good. It's coming. So I'll see you again in a couple weeks. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll get back to you. Have a good one. Deuces.